What's up, everyone? It is Jason Jani, and welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm going to unpack 4 things that I think you need to do in preparation for what could be another potential COVID shutdown. Now, real quick, in all full disclosure, and I have to say this up front, this video was not made to make anything controversial about COVID. Is it going to shut down? Is it not? Do vaccines work? Any of that stuff, none of it matters. Nothing political, nothing science-based. I don't care. As a matter of fact, regardless of what you believe in, where you are, who you are, what you do, none of it matters to me with the content I'm going to share with you in this video. In this video, I'm going to share with you 4 things that I think you need to do so that you are preparing yourself for what could be the what if scenario, and what if this new variant that's kind of presenting itself ends up impacting the special event industry again, shutting things down, giving people things to worry about, or maybe a mask mandate that will basically have your couple say, hey, I don't want to have a wedding if everyone's going to be in masks. I just want to postpone to next year. Anyway, I want to share with you 4 things that I've learned through the first kind of go around with this COVID kind of experience as a business owner, as a DJ, and 4 things that I think anyone that's working in the event industry needs to keep in mind, or needs to focus on, needs to spend time working on right now, so that you are in a good position should COVID become a thing again in 2021 or beyond. First thing I'd like to share with you is your messaging. I think the importance of having your messaging on point is so important. Having your messaging on point and sharing it with your team is where I'm at with this. And whether you pre-craft an email, you kind of write up an email kind of template for how you're going to deal with things should it become a thing again, whether you have a kind of set up page on your website that you could just publish if your local area gets impacted and things do shut down for whatever reason. That's really what I'm talking about. Having a stack of images on deck. Talk about how you are able to help, what you guys are able to do, what you girls are able to do, what your business is able to do as a whole to help people is really what I'm talking about. Getting your messaging together, getting it on point, and sharing it amongst your tribe, the people that you work alongside, if you have a business, or your office team, if you're a business owner, or just DJs that you kind of like work with. Make sure everyone is on the same page in terms of how you are going to tell your story in the event that things present themselves in a negative fashion again. Because let's face it, any type of shutdown is almost traumatic in our industry for a lot of different reasons. First off, they don't disappear right away. It really impacts not just the stuff that you're trying to get done and execute right now, but it also puts a bottleneck into the future. And really, through COVID, I really dealt with a lot of this stuff. And I think one of the things that I understood right from the beginning is how important getting my overall message together was, and then communicating it to my entire company so that we were all on the same page. In the event that someone reached out to one of us, we were all kind of saying the same thing. We didn't have mixed messages. We weren't telling different stories. We were literally giving them our position on this pandemic. And one of the things that I thought was really important that I did right up front was, regardless of what my contract said, I wanted to make sure that if someone needed to postpone their date, we would never be at SCE Event Group, the vendor, the professional, the entity that gave them any form of stress, problem, or issue. If they wanted to postpone their wedding 3 years out, but our contract technically only allowed them 1 year's time, you know what? I kind of said right from the beginning, we need to have this kind of cohesive plan where we're going to be there no matter what they want to do, when they want to do it, or whatever. And when I say they, I'm talking about our clients. And we made sure we take care of people right from the beginning. We were always going to be the entity that was easy to deal with and willing to accommodate however we possibly can. And I can't tell you how valuable that was for me and for my tribe at SCE still to this day. Your messaging, having it on point, having it available to all the people that you work with, and preparing for how you're going to share it to the world is where I'm going with this point, and it's something you need to think about right now. Number 2, kind of falls in line with messaging, but it's a sidestep, and this is your contracts. And if it's been a little bit since you've reevaluated your contract from a legal perspective, Now is the perfect opportunity for you to maybe revisit the terms of your contract, how things look. What are your cancellation policies? Are you going to enforce them? What is the process for someone to postpone? All of the legal, all of the contractual, all of those things need to be looked at, especially if you haven't looked at them since the beginning of the first round of COVID. It would be smart for you to kind of check this out. Now, you could go online and you can find legal resources that you can basically send them your contract. They can analyze it and spit it right back to you. You could find a local attorney that specializes in contract style law. These are the things that I'm talking about. Don't just go to a divorce attorney and have them look at your contract. That's not what I'm talking about. Go to an attorney that specializes in contracts, that specializes in business, not maybe personal litigation, and have them look at what it is that your contract says and make sure that you're covered, make sure that you're up to speed, make sure things are working for you. And if it's something that you don't do regularly, at least once a year, this is going to be a practice that I would probably tell you want to maybe evaluate at a minimum once a year. Seriously, once a year. Have someone look at your contract. Make sure it's together, it's tight. Make sure that if there's loopholes, you're either aware of them or you start working on fixing them so that you are not putting yourself, your company, the people that work at your company, or even your clients in jeopardy in any way, shape, and form. Contracts, that's my number 2. Number 3 is get your financials in order and banking. So I know that this exercise was something a lot of DJs went through in the beginning of COVID, but it's something that I think everyone needs to revisit every couple of months in some capacity. And that is, look at your expenses. Look at the things that you are investing your money on or where you are putting your money and make sure that you're generating a return on investment. Make sure that anything that you are paying for has value and it is a necessity in order for you to operate. Don't just buy things to buy things right now. Big equipment purchases and all of that stuff need to be put on pause, especially right now. You never know what's coming around the corner, and we want to make sure that your banking and financial position is in the strongest place it possibly can be. And that all comes with really doing your homework on how you're spending your money and adapting to what is absolutely necessary when you spend money. Another thing I'd like to mention in this same conversation is that if you are someone that owns a business or you're a DJ and you're executing a contract with a client of whatever magnitude and they pay you a first payment, a deposit, a retainer, whatever you want to call it, make sure you're taking those dollars that you're receiving in advance of executing that contract and make sure you put them in almost like a savings escrow style account where they are safe and where you are not going to be using them to operationalize your business up until the execution of that actual contract. Make sure you do this because I think this one thing alone will help a lot of DJs if they start putting their money to the side, putting it into account, and after you execute the contract, you then pull the money out and you use it however you need to make your business operate. Keeping those deposits safe is something that will help you in the future, I promise. So getting your financials in line, no matter if it's something that you need each and every month or it's how you are getting the money from your couples, make sure that your rates are as low as they possibly can be. Make sure that you are not being super extra, super excessive with anything, I think is really the point of this. Keep your financials in line, and that is my tip. My last tip to anyone is kind of like a reoccurring tip and kind of school of thought on this channel. If you've seen my videos in the past, you've probably heard me talk about this in the past. And I want to share with you not just this principle, but I'm going to share with you a video at the end of this video that really dives into this a lot more. And that is the importance of having positive relationships and great networking kind of relationships in your area. So if you have a competitor that does a similar style service that you kind of bring to the table for the people that trust you with your events and you're not cool with that person, reach out to them. Start building relationships that are positive because the power of positivity and having great relationships is only going to help you in the event that you need a resource to go to when a couple reaches out to you and you're not available for their date or your company can't satisfy the needs of their contract because you're fully extended on that day. Have resources in your market that you can reach out to, that you can lean on, that are friendly, that are friends in the business, that you trust. I think that's where this all is. Not only can you help maybe them get busy with your work, but you're able to still take care of a client in the event that you can't do it. As well as if this starts happening, you never know where it can take you. Maybe they have dates that have issues that they can reach out to you and get your help on. So it's a win-win-win all the way around for you, for the friend business, as well as for the client. If everything is taken care of, if everything is executed the way it was originally intended, everyone wins. So if you're not strong in the relationship area, you don't have a lot of friends in the industry, in your market, and there's people that offer these services in your market, reach out to them. Go out for a drink, go out for a beer, go out for a cup of coffee, whatever. Get in a healthy place with the people who are in your market, because you never know how you guys can benefit from having a great relationship, and how your people, the people that trust you with their events, can also win by you just having a healthy relationship with the people in your market. These are some things that I learned through the first go around of COVID, and I truly hope that they help you navigate this complicated time ahead of us. Is COVID going to shut down the world again? Who knows? I'm not one to say. It doesn't even matter what I personally think. The fact of the matter is, we as business owners, we as DJs, we as people that perform in the event industry need to be prepared for the what if. And this right here is a big what if. So prepare yourself, prepare your business, make sure you're protected, make sure your couples, your clients, the people that trust you with their events are protected, and do your best to do the right thing every single day. And I think if you put these principles in play and you keep that in mind and you do that each and every day, I think you will be in a great place should the waters get really rough in the future ahead of us. Anyway, my name is Jason Jani. I'd love to hear from you. Drop in the comment. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think I missed. If you disagree with me, I don't care. Throw in the comments down below. And I appreciate you visiting me here on this channel. Be on the lookout for more content dripping right here on this channel in the days, weeks, and months ahead. And if you're new to the channel and you're not yet subscribed, I'd love to take this opportunity to ask you to jump on board, crush the subscribe button, and hook your boy up with some sub love. I post content right here to help our industry boost up to do bigger and better things all around. And that's really the purpose of this channel. And if you can get on board with that, I would love for you to join me and support my journey here on this YouTube channel. Anyway, my name is Jason Jani. Thanks for checking out this video. Be on the lookout. More content coming right here really soon. Peace.